Hi, I'm Sean Reardon, Mayor of Newburyport, and welcome to the Back to School edition of the Mayor's Corner. First, it is a beautiful day out here. We've really been lucky the last couple weeks here with some really great kind of end of summer weather, right? Sunny, a little bit cool, very comfortable out. I hope everyone had a great Labor Day. It was really nice. I actually felt like I got a little bit of a break, which was nice, except for election stuff, and that's always going to be happening. But besides that, it definitely felt like a nice long weekend, right? And now it's back to school. It's already here. So I'm coming to you today back from, I know a couple weeks ago I was here when we dug it all up, but I'm back at the hut top area at the Mullen and Knock Middle School, right? So we dug up this area and we have two beautiful new basketball courts then, and you can kind of see too, we've got a 2-lane track that we did around this as well. So first I just want to credit our project manager, Kim Turner, for overseeing this. It was great to get this done before school started. We just had to redo one part over here, and so this will be all set up for Foursquare and other games for the kids as well. But yeah, here we are. It's like the first day of school. So yesterday was the first day back for teachers, and so it was great to be able to go and to speak to them and to wish them a really great year. It sounded like everyone had a wonderful summer. The energy is so great at that time. People are excited to be back, believe it or not. They're excited to be back and ready to get started, ready for the next group of kids to come through. I thought Superintendent Gallagher did a great job setting the tone with the staff and for the year. We do this nice thing now where we honor teachers who have entered the 30 Club, so 30 years at the district. And yesterday we honored Amy Heath and Stephanie Carahalis, so congratulations to them, two wonderful educators here in Newburyport that I know them both very well. So I was happy to see them get recognized. So back to schools, that means traffic's going to be busier, especially on your low streets, your Merrimack streets, and your high streets. So please be patient tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of kids biking and walking to school, especially in this nice weather. It's really great if we can slow down and not be in such a hurry in the morning. Be watchful of kids as they head to school. And then after school too, right? From like 2:30 on, it's going to be busy out as well. So school traffic is back, kids are back, everyone's excited. So just be aware of that as we head back to school this year. What else is going on? So again, I've been talking a lot about work happening on State Street. And so yesterday it kind of came to a head a little bit. So we were working on replacing two valves. Well, first I'll say, we're trying to do all this work because we're finally going to pave State Street, right? So we got to dig up the street now and do what we have to do. So there was a couple water project related things that we had to do. A lot of it was replacing valves on this very old sewer line. So we dug up the street, and then when we did that, one of the pipes burst, right? So it actually took most of the night for the city to shut down the water on State Street and then make the repairs. And they did. They put in two 12-inch valves on State Street last night. So hats off to the DPS. That is a gargantuan effort trying to do that work and then also work with the contractor coming in to help with the replacement. So again, it was a complete team effort, but it's amazing how long those things take, right? Because when they dig it up, they don't exactly know, which valve is to what. So they have to do a lot of trial and error to get to the right spot to fix the problem, right? So again, it took most of the night. They got the water back on early this morning. So just hats off to the DPS. So they have a couple other areas that they'd like to hit and switch out those valves while the street is going to be dug up. So this will be more further up State Street. So again, they were pretty low last night, probably like right across from Soak, that area. Now they're going to be up towards the Prince Place area. There's two different spots that they're going to hit in the next couple of weeks. So we will send out a lot of notifications to people about when that work is going to take place. There's also other work happening on State Street this time. You can see a lot of the electrical work has been happening on State Street. For example, Port Tavern, their parklet is getting taken down a little bit early for their outdoor dining. They were gracious enough to let us do that because there's some electrical work we have to do there for the lanterns that we're going to put in the spring. But we got to get all that electrical work done now. So we have that going on. We got the waterworks going on, and there's actually some sidewalk work going on too. So again, lots going on State Street. So again, be mindful of that. Businesses are still open, so go to your Banters, your Charleston & Coco's, your Hive, your Virtues, your Port Taverns and Lexi's. They're all open during this time. The bank, Newburyport Bank, is open during this time, but again, it's going to be a little bit tough navigating around there the next couple of weeks. And again, we're getting to that point. So end of September, going in October, we can finally pave State Street, Garden, and Otis, that whole little around the Institution for Savings Bank area. Get that all paved, and it's going to be really just wonderful. Again, my goal is to have everything completed before downtown Trick or Treat. Remember, downtown Trick or Treat last year, we closed down State Street for those couple hours. Kids and families were able to go back and forth between the businesses pretty easily and safely. So we plan on doing that again this fall, and we want to get that street all paved for that. Just a reminder about the parklets, that means we do have to stop the outdoor dining season a little bit earlier than we typically do. So the week of September 15th, the rest of the parklets will come down. And that's all of them. That's State Street and Pleasant Street. And I think the reasoning behind that, I think they were trying to make it easy on DPS, who has to set these up and take them down each year. Let's just get them all done at the same time. So those are going to be coming down on September 15th. And yeah, so that'll get us all clear and ready to get those streets paved. What else is going on? So this week is our first meeting of the Senior Affordability Task Force. That's happening on Thursday. Again, we're really excited about this. You know, I know affordability, especially for seniors, is a huge issue. And I think we need to be creative and try to think outside the box. And we also need to, you know, do the research and look around and see what's working in other communities. So we put this task force together. It's a number of department heads, board members, department heads and board members pretty much make up the bulk of this team, and some people from my office. And so they're going to meet, they're going to do a lot of the work. And then we're also going to do a few different focus groups at the Senior Center during the month of September. I got a lot of input and a lot of interest from the community to be a part of this. And so we think this focus group part is going to be a really great way for people who might have an expertise in this, who might just have a vested interest, who might have some personal experiences they want to share in this. But it's going to be an opportunity for everybody to come and be a part of the process. And then eventually, hopefully, we have a lot of different action items and things that we can do and that we can bring to City Council, again, with the goal being to help seniors who are struggling with some affordability issues here in the city. So stay tuned, because we'll do a number of those focus groups so everyone has an opportunity to participate who wants to. The Kmart 40B development, Plaza Landings it's called. So that's still going through. It's a 40B project, as you know, right? I think 212 units, 25% affordable, at 80% AMI, right? So that project is still moving forward. It's going through the ZBA process. When you go through a 40B, right, it's a state-run process. It's very restrictive, right? It's a very strict process. So the only input that the city can give towards this project is through the ZBA and the comprehensive permit process. So they've been having these hearings. So the last hearing was supposed to be last week, but a continuance was granted to the developer because they had got some information at the last minute, so they wanted to prepare some stuff. So basically what's happening at this point is that we get to peer review everything that they're presenting to us. And so we got a peer review around the traffic. And I would say, like, the people I talk to, and I do think there's a lot of misinformation about this project out there, but I think with going door to door now and talking to people directly, I think one of the biggest concerns is traffic. So I do think that's something that we have to really look at there, right? Again, I'll say it, I've said this a lot before, but if there was a Trader Joe's going into where that Kmart was, there'd be a lot more traffic and a lot more cars than it would be from this housing building. But at the same time, there's going to be new cars in that area. And it's an area that I believe can handle the traffic, but it'll be interesting to see what the peer reviews bring to the ZBA as far as recommendations that could be made to make the traffic be as smooth as possible there. And I think the developer knows that. I think they know that there's going to be things that they need to do to make that area more pedestrian and bike friendly, and also help with the traffic flow in that area as well. So that next hearing will be at the end of September, so I'll have another Mayor's Corner in between there, but that is coming up. So if you want to go and let people know your comments, you can go to that hearing. And then they'll talk a little bit about water sewer. I'll just say real quick, it was great the Water Sewer Commission finally sent their memo back to City Council. Again, one of the other misinformation and things that are hanging out there is that there's a big deal that the developer is getting at the Kmart location for water sewer. I go, that is just not true. We got a legal opinion that told us that we can actually only charge them what's owed left on that bond, that privilege fee for that development. So it turns out the Water Sewer Commission landed right where they were supposed to, so hats off to them. And they just sent that response letter back to the city council, because there were some city councils that are trying to push this narrative that like a certain discount was offered to them, which just isn't the case. So again, we're going to be trying to clear up a lot of this information the next couple months, but we're excited about that, and that's coming up in a couple weeks, the next hearing around that. And that's my Mayor's Corner this week. I hope everyone gets out there and enjoys the good weather. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I will tell you that I have come to learn that Beetlejuice, who got rained out during Yankee Homecoming, they are looking to have a special concert this fall down on Market Landing Park. So I'm not going to announce that yet. I know what the date is yet, but I want to make sure everything's all set. But it looks like Beetlejuice is going to be coming back to the waterfront this September, at the end of September sometime. So more info to follow, but we're pretty excited about the possibility of Beetlejuice getting their time on stage in Newburyport this year. That's my Mayor's Corner. Get out there, enjoy this beautiful weather, and I will see you all next time on the Mayor's Corner.